Okay, so today we have the Undertones and My Perfect Cousin. So I've done one reaction to this band before, which was Teenage Kicks, and that is one of my favorite songs that I've reacted to this year. And I'm so happy to finally come back to them, listen to another song, and yeah, let's get into this. Watch the video, only 2.5 minutes, so let's get into this one. My Perfect Cousin. Let's go.
Kevin, he's sure to go to heaven. Always spotless, clean and neat, as smooth as you'll get him. He's got a fur-lined sheepskin jacket. My said they cost a packet. She won't even let me explain that me and Kevin were just not the same. Oh, my perfect cousin, what I like to do, he doesn't. His mother bought him a synthesizer, got the human league into advisor. Now he's making lots of noise, playing along with the art school boys. Girls try to attract his attention, but what a shame, it's in vain, total rejection. He will never be left on the shelf, cause Kevin, he's in love with himself. Oh, my perfect cousin, what I like to do, he doesn't.
Love that guitar and how it finished that off as well. Okay, so my God, my glasses are fogging up here. I'm sweating. Anyway, so the Undertones and My Perfect Cousin. So here, I talk about how I talked about it off the top. I listened to Teenage Kicks. So this is the second song I've ever heard by the Undertones, and it's really, another energetic, passionate, relatable tune full of just, teenage angst, I would say. And that, again, this is what I get from this band. They're so energetic, so enthusiastic, so punchy as well. And they, another catchy song here. They were so good at all that. And I know that people have said in the comments as well that they're so underrated. They should be talked about more. And I have to say I totally agree so far with what I've heard. So anyway, because again, the relatability here is just off the charts. So with Fergal Sharkey here, which is a name you can't forget. Thought I had a burp coming up. Anyway, Fergal Sharkey here. Apologize. He was just so passionate and so mad and angry, and obviously here, you can feel his disgust, his hate, his resentment of his cousin Kevin, and how he just does not want to be like Kevin, and how he hates, it seems like, that his mom and his parents, whatever, compare him to Kevin. It's just like, why can't you be more like Kevin, is what comes to mind. And honestly, as a big fan of Home Alone, I think of that movie because, obviously cousin Kevin is in that one, but obviously cousin Kevin is not really the golden cousin or the golden boy in that one. Anyway, that put aside, really enjoy as well the music video here, and how Fergal is, he's walking up some stairs at one point, and how he just, staring daggers at the camera and just following, the camera, and it's just, he's following the camera, I guess you would say, and how he's just so, again, he's just so hateful, you might say, but he's just, you can feel his rawness and just his anger through the whole thing. And again, these guys made you feel something. They made you feel angry or just good, whatever it was. Again, I've loved what I've heard from them so far. They're just so energetic and so, like I say, punchy and just good. I mean, my God, what else can I say? So here again, catchy as all hell melody, fast-paced guitar riffs, energetic drums, and again, I love Billy on the drums here again, because in the Teenage Kicks video, he made me laugh, or made me smile, whatever, because he was smiling in the video, and here again, I don't think he was smiling, but he was just kind of, he had some kind of look on his face, and it made me smile again. I don't know what it is about Billy, but it just gives me good vibes. Yeah, it's just, I mean, what else can you ask for, you know, someone in the band? But anyway, the whole band gives me good vibes, so I guess I should say. Obviously here, Damien and John on guitars. I think, let me see the personnel actually. I think Damien, I want to say he's on lead guitar, maybe it's John, I'm all mixed up now. It just says guitar and guitar for both of them, but I think John is lead guitar maybe actually. Anyway, but yeah, obviously, and how, you know, it starts off with a da-na, whatever. It's just so simple, but it's just so cool or whatever. And it's just, I just love how these guys were an Irish punk band, Northern Irish punk band, and that really brings me back to Fergal's voice here, because again, he seems like he's more talking / singing, and you can kind of hear more of his accent, and he has such a distinct voice, not only when he's singing, but I've heard him in interviews as well, and his talking voice, whatever, it's just so distinct, it's just so different. I just really enjoy his voice all over, and so yeah, I have to say that as well. But yeah, again, his accent kind of comes through more here than in Teenage Kicks, I want to say. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I'll talking about the video as well, and how it starts off with, you know, the guitar, you know, Michael and John and Damien basically, and Billy as well, and then here comes Fergal, and like I said, he's just, you know, staring at the camera. It's just like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, just really enjoy. You could just tell they're having the time of their lives, and that's what I really love. That's what I really take from this whole thing. So anyway. I guess that's all I got to say about the music, but I want to get into more of the lyrics here. So, let's go to here. Okay, the first verse. So, now I've got a cousin, I got a cousin called Kevin, and it's just like, from the beginning, it's just like, oh, god dang, here we go, Fergal. What's he going to say? He's sure to go to heaven. So, it's just like, okay, so Kevin already, you know, sounds like he says the golden child. Always spotless, clean and neat. As smooth as you'll get him. He's got a fur-lined sheepskin jacket. That's quite the mouthful. My mom said the cost a packet. And again, how he delivers these lyrics, you know, how we would say, you know, the cost a packet. It's just like he's just holding on to these words and just shooting them out of his mouth. I mean, my God. But you won't even let me explain that me and Kevin, we're just not the same. And here again, it seems like Kevin, or I would say Fergal, I guess. Maybe, I don't know if the song is about Fergal. Actually, I think, who wrote the song here? Let me hold on here. Damien O'Neill and Michael Bradley apparently are the songwriters here. And I want to say I saw on Wikipedia here somewhere, I saw, you know, when I was reading through whatever, I saw that apparently the O'Neill brothers here, they had a real life cousin named Kevin, and that apparently this was about Kevin or whatever. So, you know, that's what comes to my mind here seeing this. Whether maybe they, you know, went a little bit more, maybe Kevin wasn't as bad as they say here. They just made it worse or whatever for the song or whatever, but I feel like, but apparently, you know, Kevin was a real person. But anyway, I just want to say that. But obviously, you know, with Fergal, whatever here, saying, you know, it seems like his mom is saying, you know, why can't you be more like Kevin? It's just like, but at the same time, she won't even let him explain, you know, that we're different and I don't want to be like Kevin. I'm my own person. Everybody's a different individual. I mean, my goodness gracious. And again, his mom's just not having it. It's just like, well, you suck and Kevin's good. So anyway, and obviously the chorus comes in here. What an earworm of a chorus as well. Oh, my perfect cousin. What a like he to do. He doesn't. I mean, that sums up the whole song right there. He's his family's pride and joy, his mother's little golden boy. And I feel like there, that line kind of, you know, degrades Kevin even more, because he says, you know, little golden boy, you know, he's a little golden boy, not just a golden boy, little golden boy. Anyway, he's got a degree in economics, maths, physics, and bionics. And again, these lyrics just make me laugh because, again, they're so visceral. And again, Fergal is so... Yeah, his delivery just unwaveringly passionate and angry. Anyway, he thinks that I'm a cabbage, like that line, because I hate University Challenge. Even at the age of 10, smart boy Kevin was the smart boy then. And again, you know, smart boy said twice there, talking about how Kevin's been the smart boy ever since, you know, my whole goddamn life I've heard about frickin' Kevin. Anyway, we have the chorus once again. The last verse here, third verse. His mother bought him a synthesizer. So this verse here was kind of interesting to me because I was like, uh-oh, maybe Kevin's going to turn into a punk or something. Anyway, got the Human League in to advise her. So again, the Human League, obviously a band actually I've reacted to, I want to say, a couple times, which I like as well. Anyway, now he's making lots of noise. So there, he's making lots of noise. Playing along with the art school boys. Girls try to attract his attention, but what a shame, it's in vain. Total rejection. He will never be left on the shelf because Kevin, he's in love with himself. So it seems like here, even more, they're getting even more into Kevin's, his personality, and that he's kind of a narcissistic prick. And it seems like as well, like I was saying, his mom bought him a synthesizer. It's just like, well, maybe, like I said, maybe Kevin's gonna, make some loud noise and, start being kind of, less of a golden child. But it seems like here, Kevin is, seen better because he's into the Human League, and he plays a synthesizer, and that's like seen as better and higher music than what Fergal and the boys are doing. So even still, Fergal and the boys are just seen again as the misfits, and Kevin, even though he's playing music and making noise, he's making good noise. That's what comes to mind as well. So I just love every line here is important. Every line here is talks about Kevin and how the comparisons here and how it all comes together, and how Fergal, John, Damien, Michael, and Billy, bottled up all of this, like I said, angst and anger, whatever, that they felt towards Kevin anyway, and how they just, put that into the song and just delivered so well in this. And again, how it's so relatable for many people. I don't know if I already said, but whether you have a sibling or a cousin, whatever it is, and you can probably feel this, because you're maybe seen as the bad child, whatever, and you have a cousin or a sibling that's the good child, whatever, and is treated differently and better because they are not like you or whatever, I guess you would say, and they're not bad or whatever. I don't know, whatever you do that is considered bad to your parents or something. So anyway, I really enjoyed this track. Again, I have to say, Teenage Kicks is going to be one of my favorite songs at the end of the year when I do that list. And again, here with freaking My Perfect Cousin, I don't know if this will fit on as well. Can I have two songs by the same band? I guess I can, because I've done it before. But these guys, like I said, they were so energetic, and they were so just distinct, and again, they were obviously underappreciated and obviously underrated for the time, and their songs were just so relatable. So anyway, I guess that's all I gotta really say. So I really enjoyed this. Everybody did such a great job, and catchy as all hell. And again, only 2.5 minutes long. Just like, what more can you ask for? So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. I'm gonna go now.